5 outstanding boxing bouts in the month of August ended in a deadly knockout. These 5 knockouts form parts of the 10 boxing bouts of August reviewed in this video. Delton Smith vs Sam O'Maison. It happened in the United Kingdom. At stake was the vacant British super lightweight title, and trapped in the ring were the 26-year-old undefeated fighter Delton Smith, who goes by the nickname Thunderbolt, and the 31-year-old fighter Sam O'Maison. Both fighters displayed great deal of patience and calculation, but Delton wasted no opportunity to please patience and calculation. His refusal to please patience and calculation when opportunity presented itself paid off when he opened O'Maison, then knocked him down for the first time in round 3 and twice in round 6. The second knockdown of round 6 was a knockout, and with it, Delton Thunderbolt Smith left the ring at Sheffield 12-0 and the British super lightweight champion. Callum Smith versus Mathieu Bauderlique. This was one match in the month of August that would have gone either ways, judging by what the fighters were doing to each other inside the ring. Both took risk with same level of alacrity and were fighting toe-to-toe for most part of the match. The former super middleweight world champion Callum Smith was not fazed that he was fighting a light heavyweight fighter, and Mathieu Bauderlique, the light heavyweight, showed no mercy to his opponent who had just moved to the light heavyweight. If anything, he showed disdain. In round 4, Smith countered Bauderlique's offensive with a left hook that dropped Bauderlique on the canvas. Bauderlique beats the count but was fighting on wobbly legs. Another clean left hook from Smith puts Bauderlique out. It was a deadly knockout that earned Callum the WBC mandatory challenger position. Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Michael Mckinson. When the 18-0 Virgil Ortiz Jr. competed with the 22-0 Michael Mckinson at Dickies Arena, Fort Worth, Texas, the chances of a draw was very slim, and while a knockout was highly probable, it was not expected to come easy. This meant that someone's undefeated streak was about to end, and in the event of a knockout, it won't come until the second round of the bout. The welterweight match did not disappoint. A deadly knockout in round 9 was all it took to actualize the expectations of fight fans at the arena. Virgil Ortiz had not been in action over a year. This was no advantage for Michael, who prior to the match had 8 straight victories within the distance. Mckinson's victories meant nothing to Ortiz, who in round 1 figured out Mckinson. Ortiz figured out that to win a tough and technical brutal fighter like Mckinson, he had to keep landing. It did not matter where the punches landed, head, arms, body, anywhere above belt was deserving of a punch. Ortiz, who obviously came with a truckload of punches, was not selfish with his punches. While the match was not a one-way traffic, Ortiz's plan paid off greatly. Courtesy of the plan, in round 8, Ortiz handed Mckinson his first career knockdown and a second career knockdown in round 9. Mckinson's stoic in the bout was impressive, but he was fading with every deadly punch Ortiz landed. After the second knockdown in round 9, he started dying. His corner realized he had to leave to fight another day and waved the white towel, signaling the end of the bout. Teofimo Lopez versus Pedro Campa. Boxing fans at Resort World Las Vegas, Nevada on Saturday, August 13, were at the main event of the evening, which had the 17-1 former unified lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez squaring off against the 34-2-1 Pedro Campa. The tone of the 7-round bout, scheduled for 12, was set in round 1. Both fighters were forward and technical, but Lopez had the upper hand. He controlled the distance between them with his jabs. weakened Campa with deadly power punches to the body and head. Lopez made rubbish of Campa's effort with superb dodging abilities. He ensured Campa never built confidence by responding to every punch Campa landed with counter punches that thrilled the fans. Lopez was very calculative. With every punch he served Campa, he was setting him up for a deadly knockout. By round 6, Lopez had blinded Campa's left eyes, making it hard for Campa to see the left hook that dropped him in round 7. Though Campa beat the count, he was soon to become an immobile punching bag for Lopez. When that happened, the referee knew he had to do something, and he did exactly what he had to do. He waved, and the match was over. Sergey Lipinets versus Omar Figueroa. Despite the outstanding dominating performance Sergey Lipinets put up against the warrior Omar Figueroa, it took him 8 rounds to pick a technical knockout victory over Figueroa. Lipinets hand-floored Figueroa in the later part of round 2. When Figueroa beat the count on wobbly legs, many expected the end in at most a couple of rounds, but it did not come despite the deadly beating Lipinets was serving Figueroa through jabs and power punches to the body and head. Figueroa's stoic was deadly. He was being too tough for his own good, plus his stoic yielded nothing in the way of landed punches. It was useless to continue in the bout, but he was a warrior and could not just back out. The referee saw Figueroa's predicament, and from his point of view, Figueroa was good to continue. Figueroa's father, however, from a different point of view outside the ring, saw it differently and stopped the fight. Sometimes it takes a fourth party with some visceral interest to stop one's wheel of self-destruction. KSI versus Swarmz and Luis Pineda. KSI made history 27th August at O2 Arena when he knocked out 2 fighters in the same night at the same venue. In 2 rounds, he knocked out the rapper Swarmz, then later took on a pro fighter, Luis Pineda, in the main event of the night. He knocked down Pineda a total of 7 times before knocking him out in round 3. KSI sent Pineda to the canvas 3 times in round 1, twice in each of the other rounds. In other matches of the month of August, Michael Conlan defeated Miguel Marriaga unanimously in their featherweight encounter. Filip Hrgovic unanimously defeated Zhelei Zhang in a heavyweight bout. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, in August 2022 was the heavyweight rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Anthony Joshua. 3 world titles, WBA, IBF and WBO were at stake. Oleksandr Usyk came into the bout as the champion and Anthony as the challenger. At the end of the long-awaited bout, both left as they came. The judges had handed a split decision victory to Oleksandr Usyk, and he left still the unified heavyweight champion of the world, while Anthony Joshua, who in an embarrassing fuse questioned the decision of the judges, left a future challenger. Life is a bout.
Protect yourself at all times.
Fight hard, fight clean.